I don't know why I started saying these little songs. I guess it's for people to remember how music used to be back in the day. Excuse me. What we used to say to get people started. Do y'all remember Deshaun? Probably too young for this. What up, Travis? It's been a long time since you asked me how was my day. Kiss me before I could say. I don't know if I should bring it up. I don't know. Seems just like a funny thing to talk about. I don't know if it's right to do. Brittany Marie, do you remember a nigga saying, but I don't want to bug you. But ooh, it's been up against the wall. Cause I want to know. What are women at, Keisha? 78. I want to know. Michelle Walker. Do you hear me, Momo Love? I want to know. Brittany Marie. Did he used to tell you, is it still good to you? Do you feel? You better feel something. Hey, y'all saw the title? Y'all know what we talking about. Miss Pleasant was supposed to be on here with me. Guess it got too late. I guess she fell asleep. Big 'em, what up with you, boy? Pamela Lee. We're going to talk about industry and industry girls. Now, why did I pick that title? And I was going debating back and forth with Miss Pleasant about this. And she was telling me a whole lot of stuff that I didn't know about certain chicks. And I'm not going to even speak on it. You understand? Because it was certain girls back in the day that I didn't know that they were using the white girl to get ahead. I don't know if y'all know, and I'm coming down a little cold, but I decide that every once in a while, I'm going to have me a drink. And if you're going to drink something, you always go get the good stuff. Y'all see that? Or can you see it? Or right there? If I drink something, it's always going to be this. Hey, Pamela Lee. Hey, Miss Dickerson. And I'm the type of person that I'm good for this if it's that much. This bottle will be around till my man Paul will come over. My man Paul, me and him used to work at Sue's Rendezvous together. Shout out to Paul, my man, BK Fame. Yes, it is. All right, now, let me tell y'all something about the industry parties that y'all didn't know. Because back in the day, you used to see a whole lot of girls come up in the party. And they'd be flooded. And you would think that the girls would come in there because of the artists. The girls would come in there because they wanted to be seen or whatever like that. But they used to have what they call party promoters. They used to pay these guys per girl that used to come to the party that came on their list. Just say like if Puff was giving a party and they were doing it that day, they'll call about 5 or 6 different party promoters and each one of them may have had a guest list anywhere from 200 to 500 girls that were fine. I mean, like, a lot of times the girls who made it to those party promoter lists, they be off the chart. So what they do is they tell them to come to the party. They'll get in the party free, but they have to be dressed, and they'll put them on the guest list. Anybody familiar with what I'm talking about? My things start messing up again. Let me see, because I can't get anybody. Oh, she gave me a FaceTime call. Hold on, Miss Pleasant gave me a FaceTime call. I wonder, can I still bring her on? Tonette, what's up, Tonette? Hey, mama. I gotta tell her I'm on air. Okay. Well, anyway, sorry about that. Look at 15 the ball. Tell Miss Pleasant to come on. I just told her I'm on air. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm trying to get on here so I can see some of y'all comments. It'll help me through. This is right here. This is right here. Oh, there it goes. So I can see y'all comments. Oh, there it goes. Erica, oh, what up? Let me turn it down. Miss Pleasant says she's gonna watch. She's gonna watch. So I'm gonna take a drink to that. April Agee, she says she's in the building from, and April is from M-I, crooked letter I. Crooked letter I. Humpback I. Mississippi. Dion, what up with you, boy? When is that wedding, Dion? I'm getting invited, bro. Miss Pleasant is back in here, too. I can see the stuff. It's coming up now, a little bit of something. But anyway, the industry girls used to be with a party promoter. So now Puffer have one of his interns or somebody call a party promoter, ask them how many people they got on their list, you know, and tell them how many people they need on the list. And each one of those persons, they may get anywhere from $10 to $15 for those people to show up at the party. Y'all didn't know that, did y'all? Or they may get a party promoter a flat rate, and then the person that have their list, and when they come, they'll say who list they on, and then they'll check it off so they'll know how many people. So the party promoter would either take a flat rate, or they'll get anywhere from $10 to $15 per person for having the girls come out. All right, Hill, thank you, brother. Tonette Grayson, she know what I'm talking about. Damn. I hope y'all went over and signed up for Miss Pleasant's show, because everybody talking about, hey, Miss Pleasant. Hey, Miss Pleasant. Look at Keisha 78. Miss Pleasant should have had her on here. Got me doing this myself. Hey, Miss Pleasant, you wasn't in here, and I was telling them how you was telling me about, and you put me on to some of the girls that I didn't know who was around, and they was using the white girl to get ahead in life. If anybody know what I was talking about. Look at, thank you, Mo. You see, Mo, we love her along with you, boo. Thank you, Mo. Mo always know how to make a nigga feel. I'll drink to that. Gene, the art is for Robin. Hey, Robin, what up with you? What's good with you? Annie Rodriguez. Annie, you been watching me, ma? Well, listen, this is a show for all of us. I call people name out because I want to engage with everybody and let them know that, listen here, this show wouldn't be existing without y'all. You know, people could say I'm shouting people name out and stuff like that. But when people come here, we do engage in stuff that happen in the world. And we do engage in stuff that's going on in our cities, in our towns, and we share that with each other. Like Miss Pleasant is letting y'all know I'm talking about white lines. You know what I mean? Wolf Den Podcast, what up with you, boy? All right. Jess Bracken, thank you, man. Appreciate that. I'm glad you caught me live too, Robin Hill. NYC Nana. Nay. Is that Nay? Okay. So listen here. So now, these industry parties used to also have girls, and y'all might know of her. Her name was, she got a book out, you know, an International Madam. She was one of the girls who used to send working girls to the parties. Now, y'all know what I'm talking about by working girls. Before I got out into this whole thing, I really wanted to talk about something, and it's none of my business, but it's some of my business, because I see how dirty people is. So that's why I'm going to sit down and I'm going to change everything over into my daughter's name with YouTube. So if anything ever happened to me, you know, she'll be able to stop people from using my stuff, because I see how that dude named, what's his name? Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels has not been on YouTube since, since about 7, 8 months since his death. I don't know. It's been like 7, 8 months since he died or whatever. It could have been longer than that. He hasn't been on YouTube, and everybody is using his shit, making programs off this dude. Everybody's making programs off this dude. So they taking his things and making them as if they theirs. And I don't think YouTube should allow that. Not at all. But I guess this shit is fair game. Mo, I didn't watch him at first because some of the stuff that I seen on, I didn't agree with it. But when you start watching him and hearing what he has to say, Mo, that shit is real. He gets real gully with his shit, and like he be on point with a lot of his shit. Yo, Ice, you know, I sleep in this. The whole outfit. Yeah, he's harsh, Robin. Well, for women not to like him, he had over 250, 300,000 followers, and 80% of them was women. For women not to like him, they made his show. Because let me just tell you something. Do you know why? And Big said this himself. He said, the more I shit on women, the more they love me. Whoa. I didn't understand that. And I took it literally first when he said it. He said, the more I shit on the women, the more they love me. Because this is what is going on. That's a PSI, not a SI, Deshaun Martin. You know what I mean? In capital letters, please, brother. Big was saying that because when girls hear dudes go off in their music on other women, they think it's other women and not them. They say, yo, they take it as if they are talking about other women, and you know they never gonna think they talking about them. And that's what it was. NYC Nay, he promotes child abuse. He complains about women believing their children over men. I don't know that, Nay, but I'm not going to disagree with you. Wolf Den Podcast is doing a shout out to all the Jersey people in the channel. Oh, you had your nap, pretty gangster? Mo, what you wilding about? Anyway, you a spectator tonight? You was a spectator today, Miss Pleasant. Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis, if I saw a celebrity chick naked, I would have to be in the bed with her. And I'm not at liberty to tell you that. But I have. And I'm not telling you that. But because it was a cast, I could tell you this much of it. She was beautiful. And she played in the stage play. And not going to tell you no more than that. Miss Pleasant, you're not going to do that. Actress, Andy. Miss Pleasant is not going to do that. And I'm going to shout out to my man KK Alexander Newell out there in Detroit. Salute. Food Chill, what up? So now, um, these industry parties, man, they always had an after party, either going back to a house or what you say, them condos, like a somebody condo who has set up an after party after the industry parties. And you'll have the industry and the industry girls there at those parties. Yo, my brother, I don't know what you mean about what's up with those K Slate couch tape parties. I mean, K Slate couch tapes or something like that. You know, what are you saying? Say what you mean. You know something I don't know? Appetite for chick? Yeah, I seen some stuff. But it's nothing that grown folks didn't do. You know, you gotta realize those industry parties like that, when the girls are coming there, you know, they know why they coming to the party. And I never seen nobody take advantage of nobody who didn't want to be in those type of situations. And I was seeing girls do things that they would do thinking they was going to get ahead, not knowing that the nigga wasn't going to call them the next day. Wolf Den Podcast, you from the D? So you know my man KK, Alexander Noah. They talk about his brother in that BMF movie. They called him Dog K9. Or here, I know you saw me if you was in Envy, Chaos, or Cheetah Club. Because I used to stay in Envy's on Sundays. Oh my God. It's different now, man. Because the ladies are running the parties now, and it never was like that when we was coming through. The ladies was at the party. The industry girls was at the party. The industry girls was at the party because us men was at the party. They came to see us. They came to be us, be around us. Andrew, I said I wasn't going to tell nobody, and I'm not going to tell nobody. Not at all. What you said? You heard he was getting in on the couch with a few dudes' wives with the record button pressed. Okay, that's what you heard. And if a woman is getting into it, I don't give a fuck what the situation is. If a woman is disrespecting your name and getting in it on the couch with another dude, she ain't your wife. She ain't your woman. don't care what you want to call her. That's in my book. That's in the world of Gene Deal. Now I don't know what's happening in hip hop Atlanta. I don't watch those movies. When I hear about stuff, I either heard about it because somebody told me, and I might went to investigate it. But you can share it with us, Wolf Den Podcast. What do Pretty Gangster got all planned out? Oh, she going out for Memorial Day weekend. What y'all doing for Memorial Day weekend? Because we used to do, man, the shit we used to do, the industry parties and the industry Memorial Day weekend. Everybody used to go, and back in our day, everybody would go to Cancun or Miami. I don't know, I don't know what they do now, but Cancun and Miami was the thing. I don't know why he said that. Y'all gotta understand. Somebody just asked me something like that. Y'all gotta understand. Puff is like El Chapo. He's the connect for everybody. If you want to go to the next level in in the spirit business, as far as liquor, he got the avenue. Music business, he got the avenue. He got a lot of people that believes that he has the ideal to make it in the business. But if you know what I know, and if you've seen what I've seen, he stole a lot of shit from other people to get there. It's just the truth of the matter. It's another thing about the industry girls, and before I get into the industry girls, the industry girls, which they are a lot different from the industry girls, trust and believe. The industry girls are more naive to the point where is that they believe and they're quick to believe that they're the only one. They're quick to believe that they're going to have a shot. They're quick to believe that it's all right to mess with this one and that one because they all doing the same thing. And you will see a lot of girls jump from one dude that raps to the next dude that raps till she catch the dude that raps, and then she done wrapped up the dude who raps. Seeing that happen. And I'll drink to that. Pac probably wanted Big to be on Thug Life with Shaw Odom. I'm reading some of the comments. You talking about Jada Pickett? It was a lot of that one. I heard an industry cat. This how dumb he was. And I ain't gonna say his name, but y'all might know who I'm talking about. He was one of the leaders of that new style back in the day. And that's all I'm gonna say. This nigga was like, yo, don't fuck with her. She gave a nigga, I can't even say it. I would put, she gave a nigga blisters. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She gave a nigga herpes. Yo, don't fuck with her. I was like, that nigga didn't say that, did he? That nigga just didn't say that, did he? Nigga, she done tagged you for life. Whoa. June asked you something about you got the New Jack Swing. Nigga, I ain't mention no names. Niggas have me up in court and I got a fucking bill to pay. Get out of here. Damn, Puff was at the Laker game. Now, Dr. Dre at the Laker game with Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy straight pimping, ain't he? They could have, because first at the beginning, Bigum, I was running around with Puff at first. Then Puff told me to watch Big. So at that given time, around that time, they could have. When I got back to the table, I didn't see the Locks come over to Big's table. So they could have. Because you got to realize, when we first got to the party, Big was chilling right there, and I was going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? With him, with Puff. Then Puff said, yo, Gene, chill out here with Big. And that's when you see me. I'm the guy with the number 4 on the black with the black shirt. I still got that shirt. I need to put the NFT that shit and sell it with the picture. Look at Miss Shay telling Mo I love you. Mo don't. No, you can't love her. You can like her. What's wrong with you? Everybody trying to take Mo. I don't know how true that is, but thank you, David. Oh, Okay. All right, Miss Pleasant. I'm sorry. I can't gaze it. Man, I thought that was cash. I don't know if that was a check. I thought that was cash he gave him, like 600,000. So now let's talk about the industry girls. Some of them who made it to the industry. Now we ain't gonna get no names, but it was a few of them. And I didn't know that they was messing with different hustlers until Miss Pleasant told me, Gene, the reason they was messing with the different hustlers, because the hustlers had the coke and they was using the coke like that. And then when we discussed the names and she told me, and I used to see some of them up in this club because it was on my block. My block was 148th Street between Broadway and Amsterdam. And it was this club up there called the Oasis. And it used to be a coke spot where people would go there and drink and they would go to use coke in the bathroom. And you see a lot of different people in there. And I was like, oh shit. And you see like girls come in and out. They was all fly and all this shit like that. Cause I used to have a Japanese Akita and I used to walk my dog. And then I used to say, yo, I would see certain girls up in that joint. And then somebody told me it was a coke spot. And then another person confirmed to me that the Oasis right there on 148th and Broadway, that's where all the industry girls would go late night, have their drinks, and use the coke. We ain't saying no names, Miss Pleasant, but I was shocked. 148th and Broadway, Robin. Miss Robin Hill, yes. I'm going to try to drop the new book. I was going to try to do it April 4th. I didn't make that date. That's my daughter's birthday. I'm going to try to do it June 14th. That's my mother's birthday. God bless her. You want me to talk about the bathroom gathering? I don't know about the bathroom gathering. Miss Pleasant was talking about how 4 or 5 girls would go to the bathroom together and they'll have a dollar bill and they'll be doing their thing. Food chill, you know what I'm talking about, right? I said you told me, Miss Pleasant. Yep. Sorry about that, Dana Jacobs. We don't do shout outs on here. Because if I shout you out, then I got to shout everybody else out. So, I would never say your name. Because if I say Dana Jacobs, then somebody going to see me that I said your name. And I'll be like, yo, they be, yo, Big Gene, shout me out, Big Gene. And we're not trying to do the shout out, Dana Jacobs. All right? So next time, I might shout your name out and say your name. But this time, we just going to let it go. All right, Dana Jacobs? Hi, Star Marie. How you doing? Your face look very familiar, miss. Yo, like, um, I'm just telling y'all this, and I'm not just saying this. I'm always asked to do things and go places and be somebody, be somewhere with somebody, or a friend of mine came and said, Eugene, I got this opportunity that you could go overseas and make a lot of money. And I was like, nah, I'm good. And what I mean, I'm good. It's not that I don't need it and nothing like that, but it's a time that comes in your life that money ain't what makes you happy. Money ain't what's going to do it for you. What's going to do it for you is a nice and a lovable conversation constantly with somebody. What's going to do it for you is finding something that you enjoy or somebody that you enjoy. What's going to do it for you is to not to have a back and forth negative energy around you with somebody. What's going to do it for you is when you find somebody that you love going to sleep to, that you love waking up to. That's what's going to do it for you. It ain't about the money. It ain't about, you know, the jewelry anymore. It's definitely ain't about the clothes. I got so much shit I'm trying to get rid of now. It ain't about the industry girls. It ain't about the industry girls. It's about being with somebody with like ideals. That's the greatest gift of love is two individuals with like ideals. I don't want nobody that's in the street. I don't want nobody that's in the industry. If you want somebody and you want to be with somebody and you need somebody, you have somebody with the same like ideals that you have, because the greatest gift of love is two individuals with the same like ideals, which gonna grow into love. I don't want no girl that's been on the internet showing her ass. I don't want no woman that's been, in the streets and everybody and they mama didn't hit. And I used to see these guys. They want the girl that the biggest drug dealer didn't have. They want the girl that was around these niggas doing all kind of crazy shit. Ooh, community coochie. That's what you call it? Damn. Now, Miss Kitty Cat Queenie, I'm good. I ain't taking no application. When God wants somebody to be there from you, he'll put them there. Rugged the Real, what up with you? Hey, we got Kim the songwriter back. Kim, where you been? And Carrie Wong, Miss Wong, I don't see you as much as I used to. She said, I'm not fucking that one young dumb guy. Dion Summer, I think they down with OPP. No, they down with we ain't gonna give it to OPP, Dion. Miss Wong, don't miss me, just be here. Talking about you miss me. What? She said, that's why I would never manage a pimp to manage my twat. Ooh. BB Beauty, what up with you? See, this is what's crazy right now. And I got to get into this. Erica, check it out. Niggas don't want, and this is crazy, school teachers. They don't want nurses. They don't want women who work law enforcement. They don't want women who work as secretaries. They don't want women who are lawyers, doctors. They want to go after, you get football players, you get basketball players. And I'm glad these girls caught their blessings. But they go after girls who done shook their ass in the club, get 2 or 3 kids by them, and they're going to wife them up, knowing honey done been with Tom, Dick, Harry, and maybe Sally and Sue. What the hell is wrong with some of these guys out here? Not to take it away from the women who are dancing, not to take it away from the women who out here is hustling like that. But goddamn, what kind of brains these cats got? Kim said, that's why I'm still single. Shit. I guess they do, man. Somebody, wow. I don't know who the Sosala 666. I don't know what you mean by that, bro. You gotta help me with that. Break that down to me. Yo, these cats love industry women. It's something about they pizzazz. It's something about they don't give a fuck. Because somebody was putting me up on game now, and they were telling me that chicks, the young girls that's out right now today, you know what I'm saying? They wear the title a hoe as a badge of honor. If I said something wrong, let me know. They said the young girls of today wear that whole title as a badge of honor. As long as they can get a nigga to buy them something, as long as they can get a nigga that got a nice car, that could take them out to eat at the fancy restaurants, buy something for them here and there, they don't have the prestige and the honor that women had around my time in the 90s and the early 2000s. Have I said something wrong? That's what I'm talking about, Courtney, right there. Enjoying your peace. It's all right. Yo, listen to me, man. If somebody start effing up my peace, and it's always some bullshit or talking crazy to me, I don't give a shit how good of a woman you can be. Terrence, they like girls that sleep with their friends and show the world they goodies. They once they are married, they act surprised when that same woman cheats or leave him for someone else richer. It may not be someone else richer. It may be someone else lesser. Godfather Creed, I knew enough dudes that knew Diddy father. All right. I don't know what Buddha? You mean Buddha? I'm not gonna say where the good men or the good women at. Cause you make it go to a club and meet somebody, you understand? Or you make it go to the Apollo, you make it go to a party at your job. You meet good people everywhere. But once you know that person ain't good for you, yo, stop trying to make that shit work. Whether they in the street or industries. Fellas, when you know that shit ain't right, let that shit go. Ladies, y'all know the signs, but y'all sit up there and try to make shit work because you worrying about you effing with a different dude. You worrying about effing with a different dude. That's why y'all stick with somebody that y'all done F with quicker than normal. Now, because you go out on a couple of dates with somebody and you decide that you want to have sex, that's grown folk shit. Stop making the pussy their prize. The pussy ain't the prize in you. Well, then I don't. You got to realize, brother, I'm not into shit like that. Music is music. Shit, that shit don't influence me like that. I heard hit him up. That's when, nah, bro. Different dude. Well, you gotta look at it like this, man. And this is why I try to tell either my own daughters. I say, yo, listen to me. Make sure that you go on enough dates for you. Make sure you get enough flowers for you. Make sure you get enough, cards, letters, whatever you need to give up your pussy. You make sure you get enough for you because that's you. And if you decide to F a nigga on the first date, you understand? Because whatever he did or however he did, he intrigued you, he fooled you, he made you feel a certain way, that still don't mount up to who you are. Maybe you just want to F him. That don't make you or break you. Just make sure as a young lady and a woman, it's all right with you. Because you got to live with your mistakes. You got to live with everything that you do. You still got grown women out here that believe if they intimate with you, that y'all a couple. If you want to be a couple with somebody, get that shit established straight off the top. Listen, I'm not looking to date. I'm trying to be a couple with somebody. I want to be monogamous. I want to be you and I. I want to work to try to be a power couple. I want to work to try to be married. I want to work to try to be somebody. You get that shit all established if that's what you want. Look at Miss Shay. Look at Miss Pleasant. We go together. You hit me, we go together. Kavon Wilson, I know you trying in here, brother, but listen here, man. This is Glad, Gene Late After Dark, and we talk about relationships tonight. You got to catch me on the program during the day. Thank you for your time, man. But I'm not going to be answering those type of questions tonight. Sorry about that, brother. And women need to be honest too, Miss Matthews. It ain't just men. Listen, hey, I'm reading some of this stuff. Listen to me. You could meet somebody and be with them for the rest of your life. I know some people that have went on a date with somebody and they never left them. And they've been together for 20, 30 years. I know relationships like that. I know people who been with people for 15, 20, 30 years and still didn't fucking know them. You never know. But I'm telling you, when you get that person that you could go to sleep next to and you want to wake up next to that person, that's all that matters. It ain't what you drive, it ain't what you wearing, it ain't you blinging and what you got, your jewelry and everything like that. That shit don't matter. It's to find that individual. It's to find that person. And you just got to know what you're looking for. And then you got to be honest with what you're looking for. Let me see what they're saying right here. Nigga for life said, I've been with my girl for 26 years, but I've been kicked out a lot. Mm. I wasn't trying to get that. This is what I was trying to do. Women got to stop blaming the new man for what the old man. Yeah, oh my God. Oh my God. Whether she in the streets, whether she industry, whether she church going and everything like that, the new guy gonna get it. The new guy pays for everything. That's why people that are damaged, people that are damaged and know they are damaged, they shouldn't try to use another nigga to heal themselves. They try to use other people to heal them. Nah, that shit gotta come spiritually. That shit gotta come from God. That shit gotta come from your inner self. You gotta take the prescription inside you and use it to heal yourself before you try to get somebody else. Cause you know. Hey child, what up with you? LaShawn Bennett. No, it's some women they won't date. They won't date. You can't be their best friend because they don't date their best friend. It's a lot of women that won't date a good dude that they are friends with. But they're not ready for the conversation when God sends you the right person at the wrong time. When right now I'm at the lowest point in my life. Consuela, I don't know how to take that, but let me say this to you, baby. When you can breathe with no complication, when you could see as far as a football field, let me just say that. when you could touch yourself, not yourself like that, you know what I mean, like touch yourself like that. When you could touch, when you could taste. Never think that you at a low point in your life. You at a transition in your life. And long as you willing to long as you willing to go to the next level, long as you willing to work on yourself, you're never at a low point. There's people that can't do none of the things that I said, and they happy. You have to say to yourself, no matter what, I'm breathing today. I'm seeing today. I'm talking, I'm touching, I'm feeling. I'm good. And whatever happens that's not right, this too shall pass. Kim, you always talking about you could cook and everything. I'm gonna have to come over there. You gotta set up. I'm gonna have to come over there and and show you off in your own kitchen. Kill me with that. You have to say that to yourself, ma. You ain't at no low point. There's people out here that have you crying, collecting money for them. That's how bad they doing. You all right, ma. Start working on you to make you happy. And everything is gonna be good, ma. And that's facts. What up, Reese? Andy trying to get at you. Kim serving hot dogs and shrimp and Roman noodles. Hey, Miss Kelly. Miss Kelly throwing a lot of hearts up there. Yo, we have to understand this, y'all, man. Listen here, man. It's not an amount of money that somebody could give you today that you would take if they say you can't be here tomorrow. There's not an amount of money that somebody could give you today if they can't see you, if you can't see tomorrow, if you can't see next week, if you can't see next month. There's no amount of money that somebody can give you. Yeah, these people out here to have you fooled, man. These people out here have you fooled. You think that you got the best thing since sliced bread. And then their sickness will hit you. And their sickness will tear you up because they were torn up. And it'll hurt if you don't know how to just get over and go on. I've been there. I've seen it. Thank you, correctional officer, for locked on For lockdown. Yeah. Correctional officer for the lockdown. I was reading it from the other page, and it said for lock on. Listen to me. Once you correct your emotions, a lot of people get in trouble and get caught up because of their emotions, their feelings. Once you know how to control your inner feelings, your emotions, you're going to be better in every aspect in life. Stop letting people bring you into their video. Stop letting people make you the star of their show. You be your own director. You understand what I'm saying, Consuelo? You be your own director. You be your own person. And it's all right, Ma. You understand? What up, Lucky? Yo, left be on. Yo, I love that dude, Left, man. I wish I'd have met Left 10 years ago, man. Solid brother. I'm not trying to make this about you, Consuelo, but I'm feeling you right now to the point whereas that I want to let you know that it's a lot of people may be in the same position you, but not brave enough to let everybody know that shit is happening in their life right now. You feel me, Ma? They not letting everybody know that shit is happening in their life right now. And it's okay. It's fine. But you gotta understand this, Ma. Anything that you going through, you only meeting with somebody have already met. Somebody already been through the shit that you've been through and they got through it. Whether they was in the streets, whether they was in the industry, whether they was in the church, whether they was in the school, whether they was at work, whether they was in the home, they got through that shit. But they got through it because they inner self told them, you good. We're going to take this one day at a time. Listen to me. I put that in a reason. I put that in my book for a reason. Reggie Priester is a new member. Reggie, I got you, G. Thank you, brother. Reggie is a member now. Reggie is a member now. Reggie Priester. Reggie Priester. Reggie Priester is a member now. Salute. I got to get to this, Reggie. You deserve more than that for being a member, and I appreciate you. Oh. Let me say this, y'all. Let me say this to you. Reggie just made me mess up my thought process. Yo, Val, you sent something for a book. If you want that, that $50, if that was for a book, you got to go back in there and send me $1. I'll send it back to you. But put your address in there, in that Cash App. I told everybody earlier I got 16 books left. Val just got, I don't know if that $50 is for me or that's for a book. If it's for a book, just go in there and put $1. Put your address and your address and your address, your mailing address, Val, and your full name, so I can send you the book if that's what that was for. If it was for me, thank you very much. Because, well, the reason I put this in the book because it has a lot of merit to in relationships, and people hate it. People hate when I say this, but this has gotten me through life in a whole lot of situations. It's simple. Rule number one, and these rules don't go in a lot in order, but rule number one: people come and go in your life. They run like buses. You miss one, you catch another one. Number two, what she won't do, 10 more like them will. Number three, if a person can't be to your convenience, they definitely can't be to your pleasure. Understand when somebody want to be there, especially a man, he gonna make his way to be there no matter what. You ain't gotta call him up. You ain't gotta sit out no smokes. You ain't gotta look for him. When somebody want to be there with you and for you, they will be there. They'll be to your convenience and they'll be to your pleasure. Number four, babe. Never like something so much that you can't do without. You heard? Never like something so much that you can't do without. That's why you get addicts, addiction, and people have addictions to shit. They like it so much that they gotta have it. They gotta be drinking all the time. They gotta always be smoking all the time. They can't do without it. Never like something so much you can't do without, babe. It ain't the fact that you learning the hard way. Whatever you need to learn, God will put it on your plate. You got to be able to receive and you got to be able to let go. Let me tell the women out here, and I know the men gonna hate me for this, but I don't give a F. If a man don't love a woman more than the woman love the man, it ain't gonna work. Dion Monfat, thanks for that cash out, brother. I appreciate you, Dion. Always. Can't wait to see you when I come back to the loop. You heard what I said? If a man don't, women, if you out there, you see that nigga, you got to do more. Now, sometimes it comes to situations that a woman shows a man in certain ways that she loves them, and that's fine and that's good. Now, I don't do the Steve Harvey shit. He fried in the whole 9 yards, but I don't do that shit, man. I'm just keeping it a buck. I've had people that I thought I was going to be with. I had people I thought that I was going to transition and go to the next level with. Sharice Davis, thank you, Ma, for that cash app. I appreciate you, Ma. But they showed me that it wasn't about me, it was about them. And I understood that. I understood that. And it hurt me. It was something I thought I was looking for. I would let go and move on. I would let it go and move on. Jazzy Lobby, don't drop no bombs on me, Jazzy. Listen, people got to learn how to enjoy people. See, when you get my age, you learn how to enjoy somebody and it ain't got no sexual overtones. Now, yeah, you do want to be with a woman, but you don't have to be with the woman. She's talking about Steve Harvey. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But when it comes to the point and it's not about us or we, and it started being about she and he, then you have to say to yourself, I'm not going to make this make me feel bad. Anytime you in a situation and you feeling bad and you hurting from it, you got to learn how to communicate to the point where you exile yourself from that situation if it's hurting you that bad. You got to learn how to do that till you get to the point of you just don't give a shit. Yo, people learn. You know, I hear it all the time. You know, people want to get on here and say that people don't get to know each other. People don't get to find out this, that, and yo, man, listen to me. It's so much shit out here. Whereas that people be knowing this and knowing that, people don't want to believe. People want to say, how could they do it to me? Or why not me? Or What's wrong with me? People always try to look in the mirror and blame themselves. Thank you, Reggie. Appreciate you. Reggie Priester, thank you. What people got to understand is this. I'm going to keep living. I'm going to keep doing the right thing for me first. I'm going to do the right thing for me first. Then I'm going to do the right thing for this person I care about. I'm going to show them my love language. If I could be anywhere in the world, but I decide to be here with you, or I try to get here where you at, if I'm trying to be where you at, then understand that's my love language. Yes, Chris Collins, thank you, sir. We appreciate that comment. You got a lot of growing up, and you got a lot of learning to do. You see, you sound like that's what a perfect world is. It gives and takes on both sides. Both people make some sacrifices and compromise when they have to, not just one person. It may be one person sometimes. It may be that one person who's making all the sacrifices, all the compromising. It may be that one person. It may just be that man at that time. He got to make all that sacrifice, all the compromise. He got to do that because that's what his job is to do at that given time. You may not can make the sacrifices or the compromises that he making at that time. Ain't shit equal. Stop thinking that it is. No, mama, no. Some plants, AIs, some plants need more water than other plants. A cactus don't need water to grow. It don't need as much water as certain plants. We are like nature. Some people need more than others. If you gotta hold, as a man, if you gotta hold your girl down or whatever, or a woman gotta hold her man down or whatever, she might be given too much and getting too less at this given time. He might be given more that he's getting from her at this time. Understand, it's just in that time. It ain't gonna be a situation like that all the time. Trust and believe. When you know you got a good man that's right there, it ain't gonna be all the time he effed up. And if he is and you hold him down, be strong enough to know. Because you know, if you and that man living together, you know it's going to be more good times than bad times. You just got to allow him to see it through. And you got to be able to see it through with him. See, what happens is that these women look for something that ain't real. They know when they got a real man that know how to bring his check home. They know when they got a real man that know how to comfort her. And when they know he not doing what he's supposed to do, he not to her convenience and he not to her pleasure, they know then they might need to catch another bus. They know when they got a good man because they stay there and they fight with him. They let him know it's going to be all right. Already got a cat. Thanks, Lucky. Appreciate you, boy. Miss Kells and Kim talking about they getting cats. Don't get no damn jinx. She gets on my damn nerves. Well, listen here, man. We started this whole conversation. Now, I'm glad y'all here with me. You know, we was talking about in the street and how the girls in the streets and the industry girls used to come to the parties and how they got there, how people used to think that the women just was showing up on their own when in fact they was using party promoters to get those girls at those industry parties. They have a big promoter there. They have like 4, 5, 6, 7 promoters. Each one of them may have 100 to 200 girls on their roster, and they were paying them to get those girls there at the party. They was paying the party promoters. You know, some was doing per girl, some was getting flat fees, and that's how the party was always packed and full of women. Now, the women, I guess they paying niggas to come to parties, I guess, because right now it seems like the women is running the industry on a party tip. Thank you, Consuela. Appreciate you, Mama. Not to be funny, women are damn. It's just more women. It's just more men that's acting like women, bro. That's what I think. Star Marie, you should have called us this morning. Bill will. So listen here, man. I want the people to understand this. And like, I was that kid that a man once told me I wasn't gonna make it to 19 years old. I was that kid that almost died in the hands of a principal choking me to death at boarding school or, a behavior disorder school. I was that kid that had to learn how to memorize his lessons because he didn't have the educational background to survive in a college situation. I was that kid that grew up and fought and got my degree and was able to change my life and my structure. Whereas that people thought that I was going to be in jail or dead somewhere. I started helping men who went to jail change their life and their way of thinking. I was that kid who showed grown men as a man that it's all right to do the right thing and have a family and take care of your kids. You got a woman, take care of your woman. I'm proud to say that I was that man who let y'all know that these industry cats, these industry girls, is right where they need to be, in the fucking streets. This has been Big Gene, Raw Deal, the last big night cooking and conversation. Tonight we had the Glad Show, Gene Late After Dark. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And y'all need to hit Miss Pleasant page up and tell her next time she better make it to work. Y'all take care. And I'm going to finish this off right now. Good night.